Well, no, wait, let's go back a second, okay? Nothing is unstable. What do you mean that nothing is unstable? Nothingness is nothingness.
Well, the physics has changed what we mean by nothing.
Physics has changed what we mean by nothing.
In fact, nothing is a empty space, is a boiling, bubbling brew of virtual particles popping in and out of existence.
Oh, wait,
so
no,
fast,
that's not nothing. That's something. Why are those virtual particles there?
Because of the laws of quantum mechanics. And they tell us that even though you can try and count and see what's in there in empty space, you'll see nothing. But in fact, one of the biggest mysteries, and the reason I wrote the book, one of the greatest discoveries of the last 50 years is that, in fact, empty space weighs something.
Empty space weighs something.
In fact, it's the dominant stuff in the universe. Nothing is almost everything.
I am never going to lose those last 5 pounds.
Never. And in fact, it's worse because, in fact, unlike normal stuff, you may have learned in high school that gravity sucks, but in fact, it doesn't. With empty space, it's repulsive. And that empty space is forcing the universe to expand ever faster, faster and faster.
So the nothingness is forcing us apart.
It's forcing us apart. Well, we're not going to be forced apart, but the galaxies are.
Okay, you say you haven't been rubbing any of that baby shampoo on your head, have you? With the THC in it?
Well,
no?
No
You're
comment.
clean?
No comment.
You're clean? Leave me a hair sample. We'll check it later. All right. So, okay, you say there are 3 different types of nothing.
That's right.
What are the 3? I didn't know there was such a variety. A sampler platter of
I would have thought
nothing.
You'd be an expert on it. But
on
in any
nothingness?
Case,
Yes?
In any case, there are 3 different kinds of nothing. First, empty space, which I'd say is probably the nothing of the Bible, an eternal, dark, empty void.
Do you mean like a true hard vacuum? That would be, that's nothing that you're talking about?
Most people would have thought that would be nothing.
That's what I think nothing is.
And then I tell you
also,
that,
Baltimore.
but then if I tell you that that kind of nothing actually is unstable, if you wait long enough, that kind of nothing will always produce particles.
But by saying that it will...
If you wait long enough, the laws of quantum mechanics tell us that particles will burp out of empty space and eventually fill up a universe. It's really remarkable.
To me, that sounds like the empty space may be empty to us, but it is some sort of sheath or membrane between us and some other reality.
No, there's nothing. Well, there's absolutely nothing there until there's something.
What's the second type of nothing?
Okay, well, then if you don't buy that, then I can say, well, you might say, well, that's not nothing because there's space.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out if you apply quantum mechanics to gravity, then in fact space itself becomes dynamical, and universes, spaces themselves and time can pop into existence where there was none before.
So in some theoretical end space, before the moment of creation, there can be no time and no space and no energy?
And no energy. Zero
and then
energy.
Suddenly, from nowhere and from nothing comes something and somewhere.
And all sorts of stuff. And it sounds like the ultimate free lunch. And
yes,
it is.
It is.
It is. And it really, and what's remarkable is it's possible without any supernatural shenanigans. And
but listen, stop with that.
Why?
Why is what you're doing, whatever this is, because obviously, because I am not in the priesthood, I can't understand the scrawls on the blackboards you people down at, where are you?
Well, that's why I wrote the book, so you could.
Where are you? You're Arizona State.
Arizona
Okay,
State.
you priests of theoretical physics, you can explain to each other what you mean with your language of math, and I have to take that on faith.
No, in fact, you should be skeptical.
I am.
And in fact, you should, I know. And that's why you should, that's why I tried to provide the arguments in the book.
But I will never read it. So, why other people should, you should buy it.
Buying it is important.
Buying is good.
Yeah,
okay. But why does what you're saying have to be an attack on my God?
It doesn't have to be an attack.
But that's all you've done. You've attacked my God for the last 6 minutes.
No, you have. All I've said is you don't need him.
That's an attack.
No,
of course we are here to love God, serve God.
As we understand it, we've changed our minds about the universe. We've learned that the universe is more remarkable than anything we ever thought before. And in fact, changing your mind and in fact being wrong is wonderful. You should try it sometime. It's really amazing. It means that the fact that the universe is more remarkable than the fairy tales that were talked about by Bronze Age literate peasants before we knew the Earth orbited the sun.
You're not attacking at all, but go ahead.
No, but I mean,
but Leslie, so you believe there's no God?
I don't even use the word believe. The point is
there is no God.
There's no need for God.
Is there God? Is there God?
It's
what would you say?
There's no evidence for God.
Okay.
There's no evidence for God.
So let me ask something. If there is no God, okay, if there is no thing called God, if he is nothing, can't something come from him? Lawrence Krauss, thank you so much. Lawrence Krauss, the universe from God. We'll be right back.